Hi, Nancy Burt-Preece here, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Here's all my information. Please join my Facebook page. We have lots of fun. And here's my YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and watch to the end. So today we are going to make some focused ink blending cards. I'll show you how to do the circle, and then I'll show you different cards. But the first one I made was simple. I just did this circle, and then I let the stems come out. I like that. On the inside, a little more circle. Then on this one, I embossed a 3/4 inch piece by 4, just to add a little bit to the bottom with some gems. And I did everything. This was a focused stamping too. And then I just put the butterfly on the inside. So let me show you how to make these. I am using the Spotlight on Nature, the stamp set, as well as the dies. The dies are gorgeous. If you like circles, I'm just very excited about these dies. They're wonderful, lots of options. So I'm going to share with you what I'm going to make. I'll set the card over so you can see this one. So on this card, I used 4 1/4 by 11, scored a 5 1/2. I have 2 sheets of white, 4 by 5 1/4. And I used a template, which I'll show you when we're making this one. I centered the template on this card. This one I put it up a little bit, just so I had room for that detail on the bottom. This is Fresh Freesia. The colors are Lemon Lolly, Pool Party, and Fresh Freesia. Now on the card we're going to make today, the colors are Bubble Bath, Highland Heather, and Coastal Cabana. What I basically did is I went over to my stamp pads, and color families are great. Although these are in different color families, it's just fun to see what you can make, what colors you can use. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a piece of white, 4 by 5 1/4. And I have a mask. This is also 4 by 5 1/4. I already cut the circle out. So I'm just going to line it up really well. And I'm going to start with the Bubble Bath. I have an order in for some smaller. These are the larger blending brushes. So I'm hoping to have some small ones soon to use with my customers. But to demonstrate this technique, I will show you with the lighter or the larger one. Make sure that when you're doing this, you go off the white a little bit first. Or if you have scrap paper, you can go on the scrap paper, just so you don't get a big blob. I have been known to do that. If I forget, it's not a crisis. You can make it work. There's always the back of the card. I'm going to set this to the side because we're going to come back and use it again on the inside. Now I'm using the Coastal Cabana. Once again, go off first because this one is a darker one, so you don't want a big blob of that one. And it covers pretty well, so you don't need a ton on that. And then the final one is Highland Heather. It's summer. I'm enjoying summer colors. It's fun to use them. It's fun to use these nature stamps. Once again, I'll go off and add a little bit more. Then I'm going to keep it. That's what I was going to do. Don't take it up. If you do, it's not a crisis. You can put it back down. Trust me, because I've done it. So now I'm going to have the black ink. Now, when you have a large stamp like this, I would put the ink pad right on it to ink it up. And rub it a little bit for those areas that have a lot of detail. And then mostly just tap. Then I'm going to make sure this is straight where I want it. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp. Remember, it'll come out on the template. Who cares? Because we don't see that. Oops, almost put that in the wrong one. put this in black. And then when I lift it up, super cool. I'm telling you, it's super cool. At least I think it is. Now I'm going to take another white to do the inside. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to just put this circle way down to the bottom. And I'm going to come back in. And this is the bubble bath. And I'm going to go to the Highland Heather. Really go off with that one. I tend to do circular motions. A lot of the demonstrators I've watched with blending techniques tend to do that. Then you have a little bit of a circle, and I'm going to put the little butterfly right down there. And you can make your circle as big as you want. That's for the inside. So now I can cover up my ink pads so I don't get, I don't know about you, but you're just finishing a wonderful project and you drop it in the ink. That is just so awesome when that happens, isn't it? Just kidding. It is not. So let's put this card together. First thing we're going to do is we have our card base. I made it 4 1/4 by 11, scored it 5 1/2. I'm going to go ahead and put the inside. Once again, I cased this from Lynn Dunn. There is, she's at Stamptastic Designs. There is also someone that's doing this from the UK, Card and a Cuppa. I'm not sure who that is, but I did see that today. Now here's my base. I want to put thanks. I'm going to put that maybe down a little bit farther than I did last time. Then, and I see I made it a little crooked online. Oh, well. Then I'm going to glue this little 3/4 by 4 inch strip at the bottom. Would you have to use glue? No, any adhesive will work. I'm leaving just a little bit so it comes up a little. This is where it's handy to use your grid paper. And don't do that. Then you can kind of line it up. See if I can. See, I'm using this line right here on the top. Oh my goodness. I'm doing great on camera. Here we go. Line it up to the top and the bottom. Then I'll go ahead and adhere that to my card base. And I will add some gems. So the gems I have are the new sparkly in color gems, as well as some of the lavender gems, because those, that's Highland Heather right there. And I just feel like this time I did a green one in the middle. Maybe this time, I do like the green one in the middle. I'm probably going to do that. Which I have is, you can either do this one, which is Shy Shamrock. I was doing the Summer Splash, which you've watched any of my recent videos, you know that is one of my favorite new in colors. And when you come to a class of mine, I usually put a bunch of these out and people can just do what they choose. Put any gem on they want. But I liked how Lynn had just 3 of them here. And it adds so much to your card. So I hope you try focused ink blending and have a great day. Take care.